Welcome back. Colleen Makhubele has stepped down as president of the South African Rainbow Alliance to join the uMkhonto weSizwe party. Makhubele once served as the Speaker of the City of Johannesburg and was the only councillor that represented the Congress of the People. Makhubele says MK Party will steer South Africa into the future, bringing about constructive transformation and advancement in the African society. And for more on this, she now joins us via our video link. Colleen, thank you so much for your time this evening. I know my colleague spoke to you briefly yesterday, but of course, I mean, there's still so many answers we're trying to get from you. And maybe let's start off here. I mean, you were a member of COPE and then subsequently became the president of the South African Rainbow Alliance. I mean, what made you step down from that position and then move on to a new political home?
Thank you, Mbali. Good evening to you and all the viewers and the listeners at home. You'll remember that moving from COPE to SARA was, if I can put it this way, kind of forced on me because I was fired, from an alliance that we had jointly put together called SARA. And the idea of SARA was to bring together minority parties, African parties, which at the time were in government locally, provincially, and nationally. And the same vision that we had as SARA is what attracted me to MK Party. That's the vision that President Jacob Zuma and the leadership of MK have presented to us since after the election. Their desire to consolidate all the progressive forces, the African leaders, African parties, solidify and unite our voice. Mbali, I do believe that the time for 50, 60 parties on a ballot paper is fast coming to an end. It just makes no sense anymore. It's foolish to go to the electorate, 50, 60 presidents saying the same thing, just different T-shirts. Everybody wants to be president. Why can't we come together in one voice? And the electorate has proven to us that they have accepted MK Party as a force that we need to recognize in this nation and give them their place in the history of this nation in pulling together Africans. They have really been accepted by the electorate, their policies, and I felt it would be a better home to go and advance what we thought we would be able to do as SARA, and MK must be supported in this vision that they have.
And one would ask, I mean, when did these discussions for you start taking place to join the MK Party? And I ask this because you, as smaller parties on the floor of the IEC Results Center, we saw many of you rally behind former President Jacob Zuma where the results were being disputed. Would you say that, that's where the discussions began for you in terms of joining the MK Party?
Certainly, that's where they started. After the results, in fact, before the results were announced, and when we came together and we saw the unfairness and all that rigging that had taken place, and we really felt so small and so ignored, and the injustice that we're facing in trying to raise objections. And when MK Party agreed to give us that way to go with us, and we rallied behind them. And that was the start of what we are going to see further unfolding, with this consolidation of different parties. And I do wish that these discussions would have started even before the elections, because this is so needed. The only reason that all of us have gone away and, from all the splinter parties that have come from way back from the ANC is because of disgruntlement one way or another with the Liberation Party. But we do need a solidifier that will bring us all together, and we speak with one voice to address the common issues that we all feel so passionately and so strongly about. That's when we're in politics: the economy, the inequality, the unemployment, the youth issues, and the GBV, whatever it is, they're common to all of us. It's just how we want to address them, and it makes us so scattered. But MK is attempting to bring us together, bring our minds together. Let's find common solution. Let's speak with one voice. Let us go, there's progressive forces, and show our people that, you know, as black people, as Africans, we can do something together. You know, we can actually come together for the purpose of our society, a bigger picture that we need to tackle right now.
And I mean, there's been a number of criticisms coming in from the MK party, and I remember the press briefing just a week ago or so, and of course a number of people saying that, well, they think that the MK party lacks women leadership. Are you also going to be fulfilling some of those roles where many are saying that, well, they feel as if, you know, more women need to be at the helm of the party?
Mbali, look, having run a political party myself and being a woman, I have two thoughts around that. Number one is that, yes, they do need more women. We can see that the gender representation is not quite where I would like it to be. But I have learned that women themselves, they don't raise their hands. It's not that there are shortage of women sometimes. I saw it in my own party. You know, you call them up to come and take positions of leadership. They are passive, waiting by the sidelines, as if they need somebody to hold them by the hand and pull them up. No. I'm volunteering myself into MK party. I've heard their call. They want quality people. They want women. They want people who are credible. They want to join forces with black parties. Nobody has forced me. Nobody had to come and knock 3-4 times. I heard the call and I raised my hand. I'm here. I'm volunteering myself. And should they look at my experience, qualifications, skills, and, you know, see that I'm fit to lead, to be part of the leadership, yes, I'll welcome it. I do believe that I can add value, and because of, you know, I've occupied high positions in government, in corporate, I've run also businesses, I've been chairpersons, you know, of portfolios and of state-owned entities. So there's a lot I bring to the table, you know,
Certainly.
as a woman, as a person, yes. So I think women must start to really raise their hands and come forth, you know. Let's not really sit by the sidelines and always be criticizing, and when you have not extended yourself to say, here I am and I can do that, and then you are denied the opportunity.
And coming to, you know, your skill set, I mean, you have, you know, a wild depth of knowledge when it comes to the political sphere. You come from the COPE party as well as SARA. At the same time, you're a speaker in council. And of course, you've also given us, you know, your track record of what you've also done, you know, in private practice. And also one would ask, when you're coming into MK, what role will you be playing, or what role would you like to see yourself play in steering the party in the right direction?
Well, for now, I've not been given any specific role, except for, as a member, ordinarily you'd advocate for the party, you know, get members and campaign with them, or get involved in community issues, etc. That's the first thing that one would ordinarily do as a member of any political party, as an activist. But of course, there's a whole lot of process that is going to be taking place with the new leadership that has been appointed to put together structures and formations on the ground, as they have announced in the press briefing. And I would like to find myself expressed in some of those structures that are being formed, so that I'm able to add value, I'm able to bring my organizational skills, leadership skills, etc., whatever is required. So hopefully, as the plans unfold and as they know that I'm available, I'm there, I will be considered for some of those roles that are yet to be announced, what they will be in the different, well, nationally, provinces, and locally as well.
All right, Ms. Makhubele, thank you so much for your time this evening. That is Colleen Makhubele talking to us about her new political home. She was the former president of the South African Rainbow Alliance, as well as a COPE member.